So Daryl and I met in the 9th grade. I remember looking across the room and thinking, he's the one. We just became inseparable. He went to boot camp while we were engaged. He flew home. We got married on Palm Sunday, and on Monday morning, we flew to California and started our new life.
When we got married, we were forced into this situation where we had to live almost independent lives. When I'm away, she would be mom, dad, teacher, she was everything to our children. Typically, couples grow together in their marriage. We grew apart.
So we were right about our 25th wedding anniversary. Daryl had been retired from the Navy for about 5 years. He was working in corporate America. He's chasing a different corporate ladder. And we had the house and the kids and no picket fence, but we had the life. And I just found myself in a quiet moment in the house. And I just dropped to my knees and I just said, Lord, is this really all there is? And he said, no, I have a lot more for you. I find a book that has prayers, so I would do a devotion, and then I would have an assignment. And it might be, do something that your husband would never expect you to do, your least favorite chore. And then at the end, how did he react? Did he notice? In my mind, this book is going to help me fix my husband. And about day 20, the Lord reveals to me that it's not about him. And I came out understanding that it was my heart that I had to fix.
We're at this point where we're hunting for a church, and we step in the doors of a church at the beach. And what I witnessed, and I remember it very vividly, as I walk in that church, and people had their arms raised in praise, and they were in worship. I didn't know what that was like. All I knew is I wanted to know what that felt like. We had been going to church for a few months. I love the worship song, but I'm still just missing something, and I just have this urge to want to know more and to be fed more and to understand how people are lost in this worship. And so I really felt a nudging to go to the altar. So I go to the altar and I say, okay, God, I'm going to be 120% in. I'm going to join a disciple group. I'm going to go on a mission trip. I'm going to take a class on financial stewardship, and I'm going to serve. I'm in 120%.
After that altar visit, things changed quickly. He joined a men's group. We joined a couples group. I fell in love with him because we began to realize that a God-centered marriage was all about a covenant. And so I totally fell in love with the same man that God had brought me 25 years prior to that. But this time he brought me back a different man.
I think when it really starts to take effect is the moment we both made that commitment that if we want God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit in the center of our life and everything that we do, all our decisions need to be centered right that. We can't do that if we're in control.
I describe that first year as God's gift to me because he just allowed me to be in his presence. And so at the end of that year, I was like, here I am, send me. I was so amazed what obedience will do.